I made one desperate decision, and that decision cost me the entire 10 years of my income, even more. I don't know about you, but let me tell you something. Desperation is a weak emotion, and it always produces weak results. Hello everyone, my name is Coach Malebo. I am a trauma-informed life and relationship coach, and for the past 11 years, I have been helping individuals like you heal their past traumas and pain and childhood upbringing so that they can create the life of meaning, the life of purpose, and the life of alignment. If you are here for the first time, welcome, and please remember to click on the subscribe button and let us grow this community together. So in 2012, I made one bad decision out of desperation. And here's something about desperation. It looks valid. It looks like it must be done. You know, when you don't know where to go and you're desperate, you're looking for money, or your child is sick or anything, any move that you make from there can make you or can break you. So always think, am I operating from desperation or am I operating from alignment? That is how you can change the entirety of your story. So in 2012, I have a friend of mine I've been working with. He shot 2 of my very first videos on YouTube, and he got to me and said, hey, you can earn at least 10 to 20,000, even 5,000 through Google AdSense. And I was like, how do we do that? And he told me that he was earning it. He showed me proof that he was earning that amount of money, and I can also do the same, right? How were we going to do it? It was through Google AdSense. And if you know, Google AdSense is what then makes people earn on YouTube, right? So they run ads. It's not only on YouTube. You can run ads on your website. You can run ads anywhere, but you have to get the approval from them that you are going to run ads from a site that is reputable and right. So at the time, I was a blogger. I used to blog a lot. If you go back to my blog, it's Miss Malebo, something like that, missmalebo.blogspot.com. So we submitted the blog to them and said, this is the blog that would run our ads, and they said approved. Okay, so I was ready to make money. And at this time, guys, if you don't know my story, I was deep in debt. And I've shared somewhere in on YouTube, even on my Facebook pages and all that I was deep in debt, so much so that I was owing or even more than my yearly salary. That's how much I had so many debts, because of financial literacy that didn't exist in me, and right. And when this friend of mine said to me, you can make 5,000. I saw that 5,000 could help me, because there was a time when I couldn't take myself to work because my salary would have been exhausted because I had to pay back the debts, right? And this was valid. Just like everyone else, you could do something. Your child could be sick, and like I said, anything. But desperation is very sneaky. It doesn't show that it's desperation. It shows that it's validation, something that is supposed to be done. So this friend of mine says 5,000. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, then I will have money for transport to go home, to go to work. Then I will have money to maybe do my hair. Then I will have money, already I am creating a whole budget out of this. And he tells me that he's got multiple of computers. So he will click on these ads. And when he clicks, when you click on an ad on YouTube, when you watch the ad until the end and maybe you click on it, the person would be getting the person that would be on that YouTube channel, the owner would be earning some amount of money because of that, right? And that is literally people who are like interested. There are ads that I see on certain channels that I would be interested to know, oh, what is this, and check it out, right? But with us, we were not going to do that. He told me that he's got multiple of computers. He's got a computer lab sort of. So he's going to click on these ads every after 30 minutes, right? Or every after an hour. I don't remember fully how long was he taking to do those ads, to click on them. Now, Google is very, very, I don't know how the word for it, but they know this type of things, that people can do that. So they, when you log into, for an example, if I log into my account with my Gmail account, they take that IP address. And if I do click on an ad, that is my own ad, then they can block the your account, your Google Sense account, because that is an invalid click, right? So with me now, they started seeing a trend of every after 30 minutes or every after an hour, somebody's clicking on the ad. That was the first suspicion, the suspicion that they had. The second one was now that I think the guy, because I had given him my logging in details, he logged in with my account on a certain machine. Google captured their IP address, and then that very IP address also clicked on an ad. Now this is me now clicking on my ad. That's how Google was taking it. And then they sent me a message to saying, by that time I think I had about 5,000, but obviously they don't just pay you 5,000. They will pay you maybe at the end of the month or every after 30 days, right? So 15 days or however many days I was in this thing, I got 5,000, and I'm aiming for 10,000, right? We both aiming for 10,000, because when I make money, he also makes money, because I will give him a share of that. Anyway, Google, before I could even get that, Google sends me a message to saying there are ads that are running, there are clicks that are not legitimate. What is this? We are going to block your account. So I got an email, and the guy said, you need to appeal, because if it's like that, just tell them, make up a story. I don't know what did I exactly say. This was back in 2012, but my account then was restored, and the ads were now running on my website at the time, even on my blog, because we then had to create a website fast, and run those Google ads on both, And again, the business continued where he was going to be clicking, and the clicks were going to make money. But before I could even get that money, I got another email from Google saying, no, there's something going on with your account. We had seen this, and you said it was a mistake, or whatever the story was. Now we are seeing another trend on your account, so we are going to permanently block your account. Now, here's the thing. I didn't even know how it was going to affect me, in the future, and this is the thing about desperation. Sometimes you are so desperate that you don't even think that the thing that you are about to do will affect you in the future. I've seen people, stealing money from work or doing things, out of desperation. They want to take their kids to school. They want a whole lot of things, that are valid at the time. And they are just thinking of the moment of how they can solve their problems now, but they don't think of the future. And this is also what I did as my mistake. So I went on like that with this. I didn't know how it was going to affect me, but now in 2018, 2019, a lot of people were starting to talk about how YouTube can pay you. You can monetize your YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, you get paid? Why not? Then I started. Again, I don't know how you get paid, but I then started my YouTube, which brought me a lot of clients on the other side. Then got to a time when I had to monetize. I had 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 or 4,000 watch hour, which is what qualifies you to start monetizing. Now at this time, this is the sugar, where the sugar and the salt is. YouTube says you need to connect to Google AdSense, because Google AdSense is what is going to help you monetize. And at that moment, I remembered that my account had been blocked. But again, it has been 2012. So I'm thinking they should have released my account. I'm that naive. And when I go to Google AdSense, trying to register, I am not allowed to register. Your account has been permanently blocked. And this is, I don't know, I don't remember when did I qualify to monetize. I don't remember when did I get the 1,000 subscribers. But I think it's around 2021 until this day, right? That I have been trying to appeal and saying I was young, I didn't know what I was doing, and they would just reject my appeal just like that. I don't even think that they read it. They were like, you know what, this girl, we don't want you. We don't want your tendencies. And of course, at the time, I was not desperate for money. I actually had to heal myself. I actually had to do the work within myself so that I can make the money that I want. But because that one desperate move that I did had costed me the entire 10 years, I could have earned legitimately using Google Ads on my blog, even on my website, and then take them over to my YouTube channel. But guess what? I didn't think straight because I was desperate. Hence, I'm saying desperation is a weak emotion. It produces weak results. And you know what? I decided, let me just continue with my YouTube this quarter. The second quarter of the year, I thought a lot of people are not motivated during this time. This is where a lot of people lose their interest in losing weight and all those type of things. And how about I come back on YouTube? And because last year I couldn't record as much as I would have loved because I had a child, and there was a time when I was pregnant and I had a lot in my plate. Really, I couldn't keep up with YouTube. I think I did about 4 videos only. That's the best I could do, right? But now I am back, I'm fully back, and I'm like, you know what, whether I get paid or I don't get paid, I'm just going to do this because I also understand that it also helps others heal. It also helps others, or even me, to get clients through my YouTube channel. And just when I made that decision, I decided, let me go to Google AdSense and check. And my account had been deleted, meaning I did not have any account on Google AdSense. So they didn't just, by the time they had blocked it. So even if I tried to log in, they would show me that this account has been blocked. But now they had released it, maybe because after 10 years period or whatever the decision was, and I have my AdSense account, meaning that I can monetize my YouTube channel. And this is a lesson to all of us. Many of us get into relationships, we make deals, we make a whole lot of things out of desperation. And the thing about desperation is that it is not alignment. When you are desperate, you are thinking you don't have. And everything that you want, my brother, my sister, everything that you want, money, a relationship, a job, a car, it is here already. You just need to align yourself with that. And one thing that we need to ask ourselves, if you are having a problem with money, if you are having a problem with love, or you are having a problem with whatever that is, right? Ask yourself, what is blocking me from receiving the money that I deserve? Because back then, 12 years ago, however many years ago, when I made this desperate decision, I thought that 5,000 would solve the entirety of my money problem. And it was not going to do that. Actually, I had money. My money story was rooted on money is never there, that I don't deserve money because of the things that happened to me in the past. When I started addressing those things, that is when I got hold of my money. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you think that, I'm desperate, I need love, I'm 40 something, I'm 50 something, why am I not getting a man or a woman who I can love, and you make a desperate move from that, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. But there is another way that you can do it. You can ask yourself, what is blocking me from having the love that I know myself that I deserve? What is blocking me from having multiple streams of income? What is blocking me from having the friends or whatever that I should be having? A lot of people ended up with criminal records because they were desperately looking to save their children from something, and they needed money from that, and they could do anything. I mean literally anything. And then that anything ended up with a criminal case on their names. Some people, they were very desperate for a relationship. They ended up with illnesses, not only HIV or what, but also mental illnesses because of desperation. So desperation is a weak emotion. It always produces weak results. Do not act from desperation. Act from alignment. Alignment is knowing that everything that I want also want me back. Everything. Think about it. I was sitting down and thinking about how my life had turned out to be. These are the things that I said I wanted. I wanted to drive a BMW. I wanted to stay in Centurion. Actually, in one of the books that I had, I wrote that I want to either stay in Pretoria East or in Centurion. I've been living in Centurion for more than 10 years. All of the things that you say you want, they also want you back. But here's the catch. The catch is that you have to do the inner work. No, you don't have to act out of desperation of wanting that job, wanting that money, wanting that relationship. You act out of alignment, understanding that those things that you say you wants you back. But how or what is that thing that is standing in between you and those things? And that is where I can help you, because I've walked this journey myself. I know what the type of mistakes that I did in the past that have costed me, even me having to earn the money that I was supposed to be earning. I could have had made that 10,000, even much more, but I couldn't because one desperate decision. So if you're watching this and you have been desperately looking for something, I am here as your coach to help you let go of desperation and align yourself with the things that you want. And tell me there in the comment section, have you ever been desperate? Have you ever been desperate for something? If you are looking for coaching or healing, I have a free healing session, and if you want to sign up for that, please let me know in the comment section and I'll give you a link where you can sign up. If you're looking for coaching and healing are two different things, but if you're looking for individual coaching, I am here to help you. The link is in the description box. I love you, thank you, and goodbye.